Dear viewers, I hope you're watching this episode in good health. If so, doxology. I tagged this episode of Why We Like This Authority Lying. I call it so to mean that people in power tell obvious lies. Presidency, for instance, told many lies recently, but few of the lies were detected and brought to public ridicule. For instance, President Jonathan had told Nigerians in his 52nd independence anniversary broadcast that Transparency International had rated Nigeria second after United States in anti-corruption efforts. Apart from Transparency International's debunking of the claim, it was also too glaring that the administration had only promoted corruption than it promised earlier to exterminate. Another self-shooting international stunt was President Jonathan's claim that electricity supply had improved significantly. The president had claimed during a media chat that power had hit 5,000 megawatts, but the TCN refuted the claim. Still on his efforts to force the world to believe that electricity supply had improved, President Jonathan, in a speech delivered by his vice during a former President Obasanjo's birthday ceremony in Abeokuta, had said that power had improved to 5,000 megawatts.
Power supply. Average of 2,000 megawatt generation in 2010. We have today generated over 5,000 megawatts.
In yet another attempt by President Jonathan to push the claim to the international scene that electricity had improved in the country, President Jonathan, in a paid interview with CNN's Christian Amanpour, said again that power had improved greatly, although this time he did not emphasize on a particular figure of the megawatts, to avoid uproar probably. But a disappointing Amanpour treated a client who paid handsomely for the PR interview. Amanpour went further, asking Nigerians who reside in Lagos whether power had actually improved in the city, but she returned with footages of people dismissing President Jonathan's claim.
Issues. Some 60% of the people of Nigeria don't have enough or regular power, regular electricity. There are constantly shortages and outages. 3 years later, what do you have to say about that?
I would have loved that you ask an ordinary Nigerian on the streets of Lagos, Abuja, or any other city this question about power. That is one area that Nigerians are quite pleased with the government, that our commitment to improve power is working.
It's a lie.
Nothing's changed.
The power is not improving at all.
Not been electricity for about 3 weeks now, at all.
I spend roughly about 20,000 naira on generators monthly.
In my house, I have like 4 generators because that's all you live on.
Well, Amanpour did it in Lagos, but I decided to do it in Abeokuta to see what the situation of light or power supply is. Although it may be hard to believe me that all through the night I spent there was no blink of light. Only few people who had generator to power their businesses and small shops are the ones who had power supply.
When last did you have light here?
Seems like 2 months ago. 2 months ago.
So, in that last 2 months, was it regular or was it just coming in and off?
It was not regular still.
But President Jonathan said power is now stable in this country.
It's stable in places like federal housing, where you have big top guns, where you have big men that runs politics, big men that have money. It's stable there. But right here, in this layman's town, it is not. Even running on gen, I think, is even more better than power supply.
As a result of absence of electricity, it also became difficult for people to get water, so they had to travel miles and go distance to see if they could find luck in some of the wells around. But what has become in thing with authority lying is lying about state of health. It is seriously perturbing why a person will tell lie about his or her state of health when he or she knows definitely that he will still come to have a party to expose what lie he or she had told before. For example, some governors lie to deceive voters, but upon assumption of office, they turn even lying that they never promised so. In fact, if as reported, a supposed anti-corruption hero Malam Nuhu Ribadu had denied naming the former governor of Lagos State, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a chronic thief. because he was going to contest for president. It should therefore be of less surprise that state governors will also tell lies. They hide the truth about their deteriorating health so that they are not declared incapacitated to carry on with office. Even those that are sick are helped to manage their own lies into the public domain. But those are even less authority lies to what we make of mega presidential lies helped into public notices by the Frost family or Frost couple, their mouthpiece and their attack dog. The first apparent lie told by presidential spokesperson was a large size of delegates President Jonathan unnecessarily took with him to Addis Ababa. Mr. Reuben Abati wrote rebuttal to dismiss a report, but when asked to prove with original list, the presidential mouthpiece brought no proof till today. In the spirit of presidential mega lies, and in what is to be the latest of its kind, President's wife, through the same mouthpiece Reuben Abati, told Nigerians she was resting in Germany, when she actually was in hospital receiving treatment. She returned at first to maintain her words, but soon threw another mega party in the church and pulled down all the mansion of lies she built always from Germany. She made that revelation in church, whereas in church it is believed that the devil is a liar. So to suit Nigerian context, we can refine the 3 stages truth passes to become accepted. Authority lying in Nigeria. First, it is detected by citizens. Second, it is denied by authority. And third, authority publicly confirms what citizens already knew. President Jonathan has particularly become a spotlight subject of concern. It is seriously perturbing, for instance, that someone who has made no impact on the lives of women locally or domestically is taking office at higher level of required responsibility. Mrs. Jonathan has, for instance, flung herself into the committee of quote-unquote first ladies in Africa, and she is to build for herself a 4 billion naira so-called mission house. Mrs. Patience Jonathan is Nigeria's first lady, but women in Nigeria sell petty wares on the street without shop. Most of them do not even know where to put their heads at night. They have no place to live. Yet, Madam First Lady, who has more than one house already, still requires 4 billion naira to make another structure for her own use. Of what use will the 4 billion naira mission house be to these women, for instance? In a recent demonstration by Women and Rights Group in Lagos recently, widow of late Dr. Abeokuta had lamented what women go through in Nigeria every day.
I also said, 20 in a bag, how much do you buy that? It's 100 naira. What profit would you make to feed a family? And for you to know how things are, this is selling 50 naira. For you to know how bad things are, and yet 4 billion naira. When you get there, we know you are going to Abuja. Kindly tell Patience Her Excellency Patience Jonathan, because I was even going to come to the Fashola to please go and convey this message to the First Lady. It is sad.
Well, as I draw the curtain on authority line episode, I want to leave you with a question. If authority line continues this way, what do we expect this young innocent boy to grow up into?